Welcome to another episode of Sammy K Media Go Online Show. And Munina Munim, they are a trendy wa Ghana. Obi Asha, what the Obi Sana say, na Russia video, no, who will be? Two questions. The Russia video, do you have, episodes of the Russia video? Or have you seen the Russia video? Who will be? Who will be? Anna, who will be? And only two questions are, Amanfo Ebisapa. Now, Bebre na you confused, say, what will happen to these ladies and what will happen to the Russia guy? And my fortunate say me a lawyer bakope and I na ye lawyer lawyer Twiniboa Pudia our line is wa and joining me on the Go Online platform me eba betwitwe nkomo ama yenhu the consequences of this, right now. Yesterday I think I spoke to the cybersecurity authority. And according to them, they are doing investigation to see the whereabouts of the Russia guy. And I'm out for say money and I mean, Obi, it's me abegu ye guess and your future wives in mass say after na mo investigation. Ache sa na mo ka. Enti and mama lawyer kwa aba na ye nhye dwumni naze. Lawyer ma kwa aba the Go Online shows.
Yeah, no, some say.
Ayo, daddy. Pacho na we.
Baby, want to say.
Pacho ni huye pa. Ni huye pa.
Also report too.
I'll be report.
Yes, I make track time on Tunis.
I'll be report. Papa. And lawyer, me name say videos are bad na say akwa viral on social media. Obi a shebi among for share ni adi. Lawyer, me pacho, have you seen some of the videos?
Okay, my whole videos no bebre bi ohwa the wa wonu anu mo show no bi na me hu ye. In fact, I think say me na internet na so na me ko hu say e ho na me ko say issue bi sa aba and I think so. YouTube, TikTok, you find a lot of commentaries. Munu yanum binum a commentary, and also crying who are some, Rebecca was a bad Matthias Semono, but minim me interest no yet particularly say Russia be bar say no name might be because me interest no yet what they did in their private place. That's not where my interest is. My interest no will be other things I become once. You know, me eager so a person me who me interest because any man grow for year or them yes I mean a dozen pa that already grow for year or more than man and can and then also let's be honest to ourselves. Yeah, you near bria ya kasa kasa. The sales so to die then yeah, ya worry ya no ya bibi.
Yeah.
Award the partner you no ya bibi. And go for ma edin komo all the time.
Yeah.
But issues now a few more banana I think say as I was saying na ni ehwam you know me interest no ni say me person me ko say Russia would be by our I think, and I stand to be corrected. Sa issue will be about somewhere in the central region or so. Kaisers to drew girls be as in be by it be already, but it became an issue.
Wow.
Be recorded, maybe be and then publicized the big pictures and the videos. It be about Opa, we are saying some although they're not in Russian, but I think it's no a Ghanaian. Yeah, now of course she could be Susana, or could you check for pictures?
Wow.
Be Saba.
Wow. Okay. So before I move on to my questions, show brought to you by Migrants App, who US now opesa auto groceries, foodstuffs. Yeah, there, especially on the food African market. You know, when you travel and you want to buy groceries and things like that, or get your local food, it's very difficult. So you just go on the migrant app or the website, then you order. They'll bring it to you. Then you use the Go Online code to get a discount. Now, endpoint to Party Clinic is making sure that wapomudin here or there, free health screening into kwa almost screening wa the area or not, mama undru. Aha, nebo for into kwa catch on say some case umbra more branches for Accra, Spinters, Kumasi, Chima, baby, kwa on the show kama from on the numbers na Mikiri. Okay, lawyer, in your first intro commentary, you can say even those who are commenting or the commentators are putting themselves and I will say assemble. Can you elaborate it a bit?
Okay, so first, so let's generally look at this.
Mm-hmm.
So per se address here no first. I better no.
Oh, the opposite of this starting.
All right.
Maybe
Okay.
I
So
build the
the
foundation.
Martin say, you say already free Russia, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now Ghana,
Yeah.
and now ne a Mabenya and Kitahudie,
Yeah.
and now on Kitahudie no, the ma you say you videos so are bunting.
Sure.
So what it means is that there was a recording.
Yeah.
Whoever did the recording, you to me establish it.
Mm.
And I think said the all can say cyber security force or more as part of an investigation, they should be able, and I believe that they will be able to discover,
Mm-hmm.
find a ESR recording.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they say, one can presume, say, a Russian or ESR recording.
Sure.
But that would be their presumption because one woman interacting.
Mm-hmm.
Then the question is that or recording with their consent and now without their consent. So recording with their consent, there is no problem with that because who person record will be now catching so in command menu you may record there. Now open so say record there. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Now, what you do with the recording and also be raise issue.
Mm-hmm.
But between menu me and unkwa.
Mm.
Within the me and unkwa, there is no problem. It means that on what consent. In fact, at the time now, consent here, and I will say you who see the back na you know da ho and or penny so say recording.
And
And I
under
recorded
influence.
no under any influence, say be
Okay.
or the tune you see so and I say be a oma on son of be.
Mm.
You know, now nya dia obit me adwene ye. And
Okay.
I ma consent and say on record. Until no
Mm.
problem. Photographer be jina ho na woko jina ho na so sisi. Say the can ne na say wo jina is standing akimbo. Na
Mm.
nipa ko no otwa o picture. You now do ho akwa akoma ne say o ntwa picture. There's no issue with that.
Mm.
But what the person does with the picture and also so legal implications. I
Wow.
was say permission no a year for me also there. So for example, what me picture say what they call news.
Mm-hmm.
Many problem. If the next time me who said picture now we try me no what the billboard, there will be an issue because and yet that was not the consent of the man.
Oh, okay.
Or no mushia no questions I was see this and say or recording or catch their man. So one can't show more. The law frowns on it. So when
Mm.
you be a dinkomo. And yet picture and yet video
Mm.
but even audio recording. Say
Mm.
new the person recording. Some in your phone see your recording features also.
Yeah.
If you are one in a recorder or tapeswa now starting a recording.
Mm.
Most of the times, so recording oka. This all you'll be our senior sharper. Won't say oka say the conversation is being recorded or something to
Mm-hmm.
that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will know what. Under no circumstance now be to me a record you because a ne na your constitution no a can say will be a new kwan say also be our right to the privacy. Into no privacy no be no a yankomo ayedie yahofa so you see Jina yeah, in pictures, I mean those things no. Question I was here beside I want to say all recording no or bomb mama near na so one bomb mama near Itia Ghana yemra. Itia yen constitution. And there are other laws of this way itia. Under the Cyber Security Act, no. Wosha ye wo obi wonni ho kwan se wo record obi ebra nipa ko no unconsent. A consent no so no e wo mu ahodo bebre. For example, obi is a president na or call the baby. Na o call program now about public place. Na yitwitwa no in fact, hono okogina ebadwam sa na you've submitted yourself to bibisa dino obi twa wa no sa runtimi go ka say adentina Sammy obi twa me bra na me kasa ewo farmers day ase now but it's a public place first of all, and once you go to that place, you know, the reality is that people normally will come with cameras and then record. No, the year na yen kan waso. The year kan waso. Nemo, yen fa say be a president. Facha me. Sabe dey or no na example. Na oni ni nua binim edi ne nkomo. Enye the ordinary course of the public duty as a president. Oni nua bi na share them no mudi nkomo. And then you go there and secretly record them. And no dey na wa fumumra because you are invading their privacy. It's all the back in animal body is so. Minimum padodo a no mudi nkomo. Mate se binimu how many say mabe 8,000. I wonder how about go for any na obey adwuma power. So but I one and 2, 3, 4, 5 I was so catch any because nkomo na no mudi no from the memate any some of the videos I'm having there. As a Oshiawa na oni udi nkomo. So the question is, or secure more consent as sana. So when secure more consent there, and you're not we're breaching or more privacy. And first of all, no, a tortious, not to say, we're tear or more foul who be biswa, sandy panonino, a bass of person almost samay, and bet to me as samay. And to me, a criminal so. Say, oh, record you bisa without their consent. And then you decoy publish it. Now, under the Data Protection Act, also say, oh, be information, and information no could be the pictures, the videos, the particulars. You require your first way handle that information. This say one interest idea now one more home buying. And I'm booking a wow honor. Your question was is it lawful? Say what retention? Are you by law allowed to retain that information and to try a picture you know? Or one kind say or keeping with the phone so. Then the other one so it raises more serious concern and it said wait me up publishing. And if you use without my consent and Salima can no say without consent and you know what tiamra. Ghana yemra. And even internationally, you were emra fa nipa ne privacy. UN ewo mra bebre wo ho afa nipa privacy. And na fe kra no ye wo mra bi wo ho afa emma ho ye de bo ma ho ban. This particular case no I suppose as a man kwan or no more side or no be maybe enya side interaction. The start point is that say a year without consent and ye na we breaching. Emfa ho ne oni nipa kro no eka emfa ho ne oni nipa kro no ekoye. It should be by consent. So the bakono mouse are consent say recording now. Wait yamra. You will be a better can other matters be over. And be sure say the bakono yes so we'll be an admin dahwa. And at this juncture I want to believe say either say unim anase na adwinimu naho anase oyedipa bonini. Otherwise no menyi ni say corona ofri mu no. Sabi o sa enyambran sabi no betimi edi no ho. Same Russia woni musa kuro no kakra.
Yeah.
And what mu
yeah.
Na make us say I say na adwene mu na ho. Ana say oye nipa bonini no ba say obedi enya. Nti na oye sa no. Nti no I have pity on yenuan mo ma na ono omunya asa nkita hodie no. Pity on the fact say na omu nim se or record I believe say no omu nim se or record o mo a ebinim ho a nsem a omo ne kan no omo nka ebinim kro ho a nko mo no ndi nkita ho I don't know how our year but some na me no me na nim say kwan a ye fa so a recording the devices in the doors
Yeah.
ye button you kra ya e boy atade mi ebi ho a camera wo and na ye glasses a ye she aha say aha the lens show man yi out to me a recording nti se na se me record ya unhu da and some of them no and blinking put no who say e blinke e wo ne nsa no ne arm no e wo inside nti wan hwe a unhu nti ba connection no na se record ya enya
You never know.
I just say be a obi a wunim and obi hu say nipa kro no or record them and nti na make say I have pity on yenuan momma no o masem no de bi a yegu nkomo yi so no ye beka ho asem but ye nti ase say obi a ni ho kwan say utimi call record obi sa kwan no so without their consent up till now minim say obi anya kwan ni yenuan momma no bi ni madi nkomo abisa o mo say at the time I no money na kasa no na omunim say or record o mo and that's whether say omo man the consent na I wish some of them some copy binum bra na yemisa o na omunim say na or record o mo ana and that whether say omo man no permission say or record o mo say and this idea it will reason yema mienu legally ba ko ne say e tortious when wetietia me fa ho die so because we are right to privacy me kokwa mu nkomo a me ne oba ma edi anampoku a me ne me namfo edi ana me ne mabusuafo ahia edi a enye public matter no wonni ho kwan se o record sa de no se o record a we tietia me fa ho die so you have hurt my person or my personality and no it is actionable in thought me metumi asama wa me na yi and na de toso no so no ebi wo ho a criminal the way I will see a record there, anyhow I will see retaining data no, and the publication of that information. Apart from that, no crowd say, oh yeah, say what dream say, knowingly or unknowingly, oh publish it, said the beya, a bema me no what bre me home say, what me di yaw, what me nipa I hold me in contempt. This is so a idea. You can say no so no a bit to me a criminal consents.
Wow.
You kind of say a tiasia. Now we have about 2 minutes me can say when it comes to publication, unipana or publishing, you know. Anywhere also so be fa now we republish. Some say or no now publishing, or no recording, you know. Say etiamra or publishing, you know, say etiamra. Wa also so be fa the corona no akwa republishing. And also so tiamra. Yes, it's as simple as that.
What if I'm
obi ko wia de. Say ade na ko wia na ye bone me bo ana.
sir?
Unim say obi ko wia de no oton ade no ma. Na ade no it is established say wia ya. Within some circumstances no wa obeto no mpo no. Yes also so no why ye bone nti na twi kasa me ye ka me bi say wato akro no de. But for custom no de ye nka na akro no de dishonestly receiving. And also a offense or memu has say.
Wow.
I'm just saying, say, it is a be as you see, I know your program. Now, my becca will be who asem. Now, as some na me kind a good nipa kro hon fi. Now, Obi nso ahwe Sammy K will program a wo ye. Now, no so be republish the me kind. Nipa kro no siw me na o siw a. Obetimi asiw nipa kro na no so republish ye. Because asem kro na also so republish. In the Sawosi nipa kona de no be no se tiamra ene na wo a wonso de abeto na wo republish no wonso so de tiamra ti menuanom a mo ye bloggers ne YouTube ne fa no. My advice to them is that instead say omo be republish no in the original state no.
Mhm.
I was say omo blare nipa nanim.
Oh.
Nipa na omo wo mu no saa ema na omo wo mu no. Sa o pese o save wo ho a
Mhm.
blare nanim say de be ya yenhu na identity.
Mhm.
Ana say o be ma phone ne kasa say de be ya yenhu say ono na o kasa no. Because o publish no in the manner na sa ubuni ni aye na, you are as guilty. I didn't want to say as good. You are as guilty as or publishing, because your publishing, say itiamra in respect of for more years our publication for more. And as I say, a criminal. Was also our far war republishing. So wouldn't need enough one, and yes, I read it.
Sa pepe.
Sa logic, no, I'm a person, because Matis and Crawford say. Now, on adding a young kwache or no, more publishing, you know, will be or not Ghana or republishing. And as I also no publishing, you know, so we're Tiamra, who are all republishing your own Tiamra. And why would you be excused by the law? Or no one quack record a criminal, and I say it's a tortious. Was this what fat? And I will republish. Into winning me a new and some in a far. And
And found say we a media house or publishing yama. It doesn't matter.
you are not excused. We a media house. Until America says, so we a media house. A foot you are made mountain say, Obe publish it, but Obe blame Pakulini. Now I
Okay.
your commentary.
Okay.
Running Tiasa. No one so fat. Now we republish it. And now Pukrani who say a phone so we retain it. No so crowd and who are some. Because I was said, would answer now bit me a collected data. Where retain data. And then deal with the data in a way, no, it must be done lawfully.
Mhm. I
That's
see.
what I said.
What you say?
Into yes, I say. First of all, no, Obunini the medical can answer. Say, I just said, not you can. And we are because Samina Bimun cana. Then, Obama ba me better or maybe. Now, the way I say, we share ma. Now I catch almost a windy wetchy. A woman I'm a whole fee. A mad do sign I will pay, and I'll be a sampling or pursue. But what shiny away na the end game no. And that's why you will be a and a macan. I just said, not be no can. Not be no. You know, at this juncture, the NTS says a new Brunibian and I be no doubt. When I'm not so share will be now when no would casa and just an abby no doubt. Yeah, baby, we are, but person you dealing with the law matters. We are some back on can say. When we were growing up, we were taught to say, be careful with strangers. But it appears to me, say, Ghana has a and any in particular. Yemfaho, Obi a unimono da, unshia ne da. And they are all right anyway, but Obi a unshia ne da, no see the mechiko made them. The risk no was ropa. If you say unimini pakrono, who they are. The assuming so the okura them or na fachabi. Ukodi wo nya like okukun wa. My brother better. You know, and then another union man a pair free no. I mean, what was so compelling? Sika and answer just because I know you Bruni, you know, I was say what can't you couldn't let you. And answer hotel no na Ghana ni bia ngure muda, you know, I was so much let you. But I know the one because of myself, right? Omoye nipa omonyi, except that I am cautioning. Say, me to me mama say they don't deal with strangers. No, will be a stranger. Oxiano baby. Me cry number cry tidy my strangers. No, I advise against it unless maybe if it's for a business purpose, fine.
Yeah.
But Michelle, oh, for our number, mommy. Oh, the other no, you know, oh, dear, Mrs. And but then I quite to say, you know, I pen number for,
Yeah.
you know, we saw. You see, you have every right to tell who say, oh, found number, man.
I
But
mean,
majority.
some of the girls even rejected. I mean,
All right. Okay. So I just want to tell you, any young cry, some young cry, away. Maybe you'll be an actual picture, mepne. Baby, oh, I call you picture. So I'm sorry. I'm not. interested. And let's train young Crawford to that level. No? So any BBR no a favor, any BBR no say your debt. So my push will be minimum of that, minimum of baby, and then if I crow no chinchina or they are person who made it my day. But sometimes we fall into temptation because of economy away. Yeah, be crammed, Mr. Bacon, I won't pay boy.
Yeah.
Russia ni boy dear, be out the ever cop, baby. But
Baako bi a papa ne gye na damfo. I think na laundry shop. Ma ɛna ne master maame ne say, "Hey, ɛna sɛ we dey ɔware wɔ de wo kɔ Russia." Ɛna ɔmo sere.
yeah, you see, Sammy, ebinum share ebinum pain. Say love at first sight.
Yeah.
And then they live together ever after. They lived happily ever after. Stories no so. But a rare. Our stories no na rare. Until we know there, you bet me they are told answer. But I just want us to come back to the law. The law is that ultimately record will be secretly. Secretly means that we are without their consent. 2.
Okay.
So we information and film and I will try a picture, will try a video. I was saying whom at the crowd they kwakoye. Now me consent to it. Won't me conquer publish those and no without me consent. It's here nana. It's here a man signs also emra. Until we should understand that. Until my establishment no we know. The name's a question for be or person will be sad there, but that is it.
Okay.
It's obi record secretly. Na say or the koye niema or the kwakoye na. What about the kwakoye no? Na say egu animu ase. Ebrewa ase. Wo ho kwan say utumi saman nipa kro no. First of all, no saman no say courts and restraining from further publication. In fact, the akwa to baby kura na court can make an order say unko pulling it down. Media as a lawyer, my representing nipa for publish your movie this yes seeking an order say you pulling it down. And I'm defending Crawford so I'm publishing name about people so yeah order and say we should pull it down. And you know side pack on right so and then on mine and so question and bisa me wanna say side pay you publish from pictures in some more Ghana ha.
Dodo na wɔ Ghana.
Like omotiase.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So from the day now my publication maybe seen the minimum say binum personally I sorry I call logic complaint.
Mentis.
Yeah. They have every right to book reports.
Okay.
Say ubi atwitwa omo pictures a nipa kro na nse say utwa sa pictures no na omo consent to and utwa sa pictures no enti no na omo they should take steps. There was cyber security authority and I was cyber security unit of the Ghana Police Services so enti no may sure say for purposes of education no many of more and I say minimum bi wo mu a me hu nipa bi wo mu a my advice would have been say omo lodge formal complaint. Be say yes, be say na obi e di ayeye. Eno no. Ebi ana obi wo bi ana ofere. Say ono ofre mu no nti no. Ebi kura wonya akokoduru no enko. But wonya akokoduru no monko. Because ame ye nyina na me say ewo mu say yes yesro strangers. But same what to kwan pen. Bi a oti play mu we share obi a unim no da. Oni ne be di nkomo. Yes so kra ye kasa bi etimi kasa ye da kro ne hunipa. Be a dark no now edding. Yeah, businesses. We are in the business of meeting people, making contacts, making business partners, making friends, and all that we do it. Yeah, that's it. In so doing, no, we'll be recording secretly.
Yeah.
Wedding come up. May can't forbid any animal man. May share we are Russian in a minute. It doesn't give you any right. So we'll be recording it. And found him this are right. So obey. You don't. Sammy having said this, and I will be so draw my attention to the fact to say, yes, say and so more than say African customs, African customs. Now be boa and ma binmano. And the omo is serious. What they do is that they make representations to a man say omo betimi aboa omo amoma ye models na omo nam so sa na omo no omo ada. Sammy, it is serious. It's a serious something against this continent. If you say I was say I'm told to say most of them know African and young women.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is disgusting and reprehensible is that almost say omu twa picture and omu twa video na omu ankasa no de sabio omu hunu nyansa e kata omanim but a man de omu nkata omanim. Enye papa bia na say nipa no mo yes ade no. For me, it's an attack on persons of African descent. And I think that a idea was say you penny for no taking it seriously. And then me sorry na nkabere ya ho kakra so wo frɛ me na reho no ko. And kaya me they say I was listening to some of these major platforms. Na asem kese say aba yes omo ankasa omo editorial. But me who say ni some na mo kano ebi one platform be me modi mesi me nua no me friend market say the topics are all discussing man who say asem no mo bi. And I felt it's a matter of grave concern to us as or mine. So be at me about your crew, mother boy, and man. Me say the way I done and food more no. Especially my mat is a salmon momo type, no matter say binomo case. I yet to home me yet no my more massive. And your one casasem. A because in Guasena, you know, we and mass. You make us for my. And I listened, said back, say, oh, say, money is so cheap, say, or catch you say, Dibachi, I know Dibachi. I don't think I'm gonna form out here. And I don't think so. We have also gotten the whole narrative. If you have for him just to portray to the world, say, a ma is so cheap, or Ghana say, we share our penal. Now I catch you say, Dibachi, a one Dibachi. The next moment, I'll be huno, na otine them. In between time now we try, I don't know. Anytime we could read them, what happened? But I say, me nimti na make us say, I dey say yasman and say ometete ye. Umegui enimu ase. Nya ye man no nko but ye nkura ye nyina asoman. You know, say as if say Ghana ni baby a wishia na o catch na pena odiwachi. That narrative, no, I don't think that represents women in Ghana. Says Anna Marty. So baby a bishia ni be a bit me. A mad baby be Ghana has a more who binim the number of ma onya omo no yes ade no. More ultimately or monkafra. Maybe at the tail end of our conversation, we also have to advise ourselves.
Okay.
So the abbey, except that, Sammy, for somebody who has been in the media, so what are issues like this, you know, a bar, maybe a child, 5 years, 10 years, about some baby moon.
Sir.
The only thing is that if you're in the back of a non Russian, you'll be free port to port. And I say, be a US and I'll be it keeps coming. I mean, I mean, you've been in the media, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Apart from that, I was also expecting Senka as me by Ababi Bribi. Nka some sort of education will go forth. And then caution. Yes, I had Beka Kote baby, but Tebea Sama Beka, and then amount will be a who maintain the Abia Besuna men painty, but they said that empty, yeah. But for purposes for being me near platform, me out about the better transfer. I mean, take your opportunity. I mean, to for say, Uni Quanse, Uni Oba, and also be my being Comobisa, over recording without their consent. It's Yamra. And there were criminal implications. Ubi obi di saadi na ya ono. Ubetimi asama no. Ubetimi a report no. Our police station. And to anybody be or you're responsible for some of these things. Ipa kono ye bet no. Someone tell say obi ma kwa kudu chango for pictures o ma publisher me do ma to Ghana hada.
Baby.
Yes, Ghana say. Obi grow how the boyfriend now.
Okay.
Offer the pictures now or through my publishing or internet. So yeah, cheap binom. That do ma to. Unfortunately, so good, you know. I mean, so Ghana, I'm so call
Hey, Russia ni nana.
him.
I know na cyber force omo da so hwehwem. And I'm for say ache. Ache pa.
And I said
Na
about a day.
Boba like 2-3 days ago.
Now coming 2-3 days ago, dear. Say I know her.
Mhm.
And I said you, young say for investigative bodies, no, normally they also require assistance.
Yeah.
They require our cooperation.
Yeah.
In America say and Kebai. Meaning say cyber security for now advertise and I'm publish say wa obi o ka ho bia sa no e bia report na mo take you statement. Someone yeah, for me that should be the way. That should
Mm.
be the way. And then more importantly, I mean we also need to protect sa nipa na ye this ade na ye.
How?
Yeah. Oh yes. And anything na secondly and say anything republication no e hu no.
Mm.
Oh no. Some assuming say yeah this ade ayo. Unama obi abehu o get we na oje card no we na oje number no we na okuta tower no we na odin ko share dem no one who say you are exposing that person to public ridicule, and not only ridicule but also sometimes hatred and then contempt. That is the essence.
Wow.
Sana odi ye nipa no nti no I have been told this is cyber security for I notification this more republish no enjaya almost so crowded they will be in trouble. And
Sure.
more ADD cyber security for that time say the oye no de ya nkwoche no but obi ko wi ade na ode brew na nipa ko de ye nche no na se wo na ya chewa wo se ya de ntina de okọ wi aye no ye ni kan nkwoche na ansa na ya ba beche na wo na okọ ye no umra no ma wo kwan se koye na no ma wo
Okay. Okay.
nti no yente sade na se.
Okay. Nti lawyer, what you say, let us know the implications. Okay, I'm a victim or part of the ladies, and this has happened to me. I go and report to the cyber security unit.
Yeah, go police station, cyber security unit to all you can report.
What happens next?
Okay, so what happened next? There, say security agency there, they will take up your statement, and then if you have any piece of evidence, be a bit me you can do it. Who know internet is no. Say be an for example, so hotel be if be a nim hotel chrono call. Until who are reporting a better. There's a hotel we no call. So hotel now call no. If be a mobile work in particulars so. Nti cyber security for betimi an invite o. Se momra meboa because the past mesi aba be complain bi a kire yen say on such and such a date to be the ne ba ha. No ba ha no be record ye hwe video no so no. Mu hotel no na wa nti be boa yen na ye hu ni ba kro na obeye say say or the particulars so ba. Same yeah you tutu kwan call places like Russia. Sorry, especially Asian countries, minim other countries. Call Korea hotel. I bet your passport in now. I
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
Ebe swipe
Yeah.
it in. Into
Yeah.
information in house.
Dubai na ade nyina.
Dubai near there. The China say uko the impuna. Well, rush up crowd. You bet your passport.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's true.
when now there, your passport swipe here and sana. At the end of crowd no transaction and over. And you know, Ghana has a BBC or her. Obana say or swiping ne passport. You want the particulars now. It's in some report here. Say be me ka ho bi na saa asɛm yi ɛto me na yɛ saa hotel we no ɔde me kɔɔ yɛ ti wobɛtumi afrɛ hotel operators no hotel operator no yɛ ɔnyɛ bɔne bia unless maybe ɔmo boa nipa korɔ no ɛna ɛma ne yɛ ne wayɛ no otherwise no yɛ boa wo sɛ bɛma information saa obroni yi a ogyina hɔ ebi kura na ne picture kura wɔ video no saa obroni yi ɔbɔ ne din sei nti no yɛpɛ sɛ information particulars a wɔwɔ no wɔde ne nyinaa ɛma yɛ. And then the hotel can give that information. In that case, now when you have some information, then they can continue with their investigation.
Oh, okay. Now, let's say cyber for higher investigations. Now they've grabbed this gentleman. What happens?
Okay, I had wished to say more operating procedures na there and there major ama.
Okay.
And I wish to say I don't want to presume the omo betumi aye. But then so be back ukrum na obedi bone wa ha. and there is investigation to that effect. There are protocols the first way they deal with those matters. If you are nipa krono, it means the number of man be standard trial. Alternatively, there be so why in some of the crimes no be why that country can take it up. Say and prosecute. You cannot ultimately can say my baby di boni or Ghana has say na boni na made in media. No, there should be steps.
Ghana.
And there should be steps. That, for example, if say a chain or ha, say a chain or ha, and I say if there are protocols, I allow you many background, you didn't baha. What did the mechanism? In that case, no dear, or my nine, yet a woman, your mark and say you're prosecuted could be prosecuted. Maybe going forward, no, we should look at this. You should look at it whether say there is the possibility to say you didn't be baha, and I say the crew moves so. And you better try now. If there is any such, you can have a look at it. But I honor dear, prosecuting for a movie man.
Oh, okay.
Them.
Okay. It's BBC, jail term, how long can the person go?
It will depend, Sammy. It will depend. Offense.
The list.
It depends on the offense crowd commit. There were offenses under any act to cry a bed charging under. So medical say your Cyber Security Act, your Data Protection Act. We even have the Electronic Communications Act. Under SAR Act, and there were criminal and other offenses act so. In the charge you cry the bono, and any embra cry the charge in the bono was here, and a bachelor at the crop. Say, I'm a minim charge you cry the bed charging, and under which of the acts, and you be charging because any bachelor in fear door it may at the bonum tea, you bet me at the but then, maybe in one of episodes, we can take. For example, the Cyber Security Act, your offenses be was here, BS extortion, cyber bullying, cyber stalking. All those things are offenses. So we are, you want home, as a trail. But me person, Russia didn't say no, be free because and na here pa say you can't say.
I see. Okay, so if you just joined us, my name is Sammy and I'm speaking to Lawyer TK. Ebinum comments and say we should speak English, no multimedia. So you see, social media cuts across. So I think the next time we'll try.
We've been discussing. Tell them what we've been discussing.
Oh, I think that the next time we'll try and make
the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's
wonder,
about.
I don't know whether those are Ghanaians or Ghanaians.
Oh yeah.
Or who don't understand tree.
I think most of them are not Ghanaians because
they're not Ghanaians.
Yes.
So tell them what is happening in Ghana.
Yeah. So
they may also relate to it. It may even happen in their countries.
Yes, and this guy, he has done it to some Kenyans and some Nigerians as well. So I think the thing cuts across, but I don't know whether those videos I mean the ones the Nigerians and Kenyans are. He did it in Ghana and got them in Ghana,
So in aid of those who don't understand the tree, let's let them know that there are reports doing the round that some Russian came to Ghana. He secretly recorded Ghanaian women. Should I say women or girls?
Girls, ladies.
Yes, and then the communications were more of sensual communications. For want of a better expression, romantic communications. Today is Valentine's Day, and then secretly recorded them and published them. Publish those, yes. And what we're trying to let the public understand, our audience understand, is that to secretly record a person flouts the laws of Ghana. If you are in Uganda, there is the possibility that Uganda has laws that also frown on secretly recording such interactions or communications. Beyond national laws or sovereign laws, we also say that there are universal laws or international laws that preclude or restrict us from secretly recording people. That may amount to the invasion of a person's privacy. And I think that is what we're talking about. We have also established that those acts may either constitute tortious acts or criminal acts. Tortious, when we say something is a tort, it means that you have committed an act against the person of a person. So the person of a person, either the person, physical person, or their reputation, in which case the person would have recourse to the law. There could be a cause of action. Then they could sue you for the act perpetrated against them. Then there are those that are also criminal in nature, for which reason the person may report the matter to a policing agency. And then the policing agency may take action on that. So for those who don't understand, I think we've done well by summing up what we just said. Somebody said, even in Kenya, we have that law. Yes, Kenya and Ghana are, we are contemporaries. Yes. And when it comes to laws, Kenya is one of the countries that I personally look up to because they are very, yes, they are very, very progressive among African. They are very, very progressive, yes, when it comes to laws, yes. And they are contemporary. So and I would be surprised if there are any countries or there is any country in Africa that may not have these laws, except that we only have to look at how alive the people are with their with their civic responsibilities. For example, these things have come up. As a country, what are we doing? I'm yet to hear of any group of people who have gotten up and are crying loud for the state to take action. It seems to me that our civil societies may not necessarily be very interested in some of these things. I would have expected that women groups would have gotten up because this is an attack on women. We cannot sit back and pretend that it is not. And this argument of and they shouldn't have spoken to him and all those things, for me, they are of no moment now. What is of moment and relevant is that somebody has done something that is unlawful. Somebody has done something that is reprehensible in the eyes of the law. And so, even in our custom, we say that this one, I will say it in Tree and then see if we can translate it. He said that you two you drive away the wolf before you advise the goat that next time don't go there again. You first of all must have to drive away the wolf before you advise the goat. Yes,
okay. So I think lawyer.
Come back to our Tree.
I think we should even continue in the
okay. So somebody
English.
says that it's sad that she says they've watched the Russian guy and it's sad, very, very sad. I mean, we shouldn't castigate. Yes, we can set our sisters and our mothers and our nieces down and tell them this should be a learning curve for them. That should they meet somebody, they should be careful. But you see, Sammy, we as Ghanaians, we have a certain kind of there is this thing about Ghanaians. It is said of us,
is it only Ghanaians or Africa? When they see whites.
Yes. Not only whites, but even when we are like, we have some soft spot for strangers. It's like we want to help them. We want to be nice to them. But in being nice, we must know where to go. We must set the ground rules. We must know how nice. The niceties that we express to people or we accord people should be graded. How nice should I be? Because it may get to a certain extent where the niceties that you are according may be going beyond what is reasonable and what is normal. The fact that you have met a stranger, for example, somebody has met you, they need assistance. Tell them that there is Uber, there is Yango, there is Bolt. We all travel. And I remember I traveled to Singapore and I was supposed to fill some forms, and I had locked up my spectacles in my bag such that I couldn't get it, and I was finding it difficult reading the script. And then I spoke to this lady, and she wasn't willing. Maybe she wasn't because she thought that I might lead her or lead her to record something that may be against her. So think about yourself first. Before you must first of all save yourself before you can save that stranger. Or you're Russian or Ghana has it. You will both to her, you will young go her, or person will come baby, or so as a Russian, he knows there is Google Map. If he wants to know a place, you can just Google and you see, sometimes when you meet a stranger, first question may not be a problem. Second, third, yes.
Yes.
For example, do you have the right to ask me how old I am? It's my data.
And I think he's been
Why
asking them
for what
because he knows what
reason?
he's going to do.
Exactly. For what?
Yes.
I mean, you dare not ask me how old I am, where do I come from, and you dare not do that. And I'm saying that where he came from or where he comes from, they don't do that. Why? Is it not in Russia that so called? And let me say this in English. It is part of their culture that if you meet a stranger and they smile at you, it is disrespectful to them.
In Russia?
Oh, yes. Yes. Remember
Wow.
that when they hosted the World Cup, Sammy, if you remember,
Mhm.
they sent people to go and teach them how to smile and interact with strangers. I'm talking about Russia.
Wow.
And let me tell you this. I think about somewhere in 2019, I was assigned, and I won't mention the entity, I was assigned to organize some businessmen to go to Russia to do business there. And as part of our preparations, we were told that we should advise the people who are going there that in Russia, you don't meet people and then smile at them the way we do. Because for them, it is their culture, and then they think that you are being disrespectful when you don't know them and then you are smiling at them the way you are.
So you have to frown when you see them?
No, you don't frown, but you don't just the way we meet people and then we smile. And there are countries that you go there and you can't shake the hands of women. I had the that you see, we have cultures, and we should all understand some of these things. And I'm saying that it appears to me that in Africa, and I will speak Ghana, we are too open to people. One way or the other, it is our nature. But then we should also know our limits. Today, because of technology, if somebody is in Ghana and they want to go to Nsawam, tell them that Google Map and keep it in there to show them.
To take you straight.
Straight. So you don't come, if it is, you see, so most of the people that he spoke to, and I'm saying that, for example, if you want to speak to me, maybe you've come to Ghana to conduct a survey. You should first announce yourself that I am a Russian, I've come from Russia, I am conducting a survey. Would you want to assist me? This is the purpose of the survey. Then you can have a conversation with me. I have every right not to give my number to you. I have every right not to tell you who I am. I have a right not to tell you my name. It's my property. I have a right not to tell you my age. But it seems to me that there are people who think that your number not my farmer, no that is my boy tomorrow. No. Of what use are you going to make of that number? It's my property. So I have a right not to give it to you. Can I have your number? No. I'm sorry. That's me.
They will say you are rude.
Well, rude. I don't think it's so. So I better would be rude than to you getting my number and getting
And then
me
disgrace
this
me.
trouble and to get me into this trouble. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are up to. So I have to be cautious. We like giving communication without something winning me. And I always tell, look, who will be interviewing me? I can just something with the men.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
my right. In fact, even when I am on live TV and I'm being interviewed, I should be able to tell you that question where they mean yeah. It's my right. Why? In this country, police krachewa. Say nye bibia na opekra won kasa. Yeah, constitution my right to remain silent.
Mekai police. I think I was stopped by a police and I got to the barrier and stopped. And then it was like, now small.
And so smile.
So,
I mean, smile.
then he started asking questions and I was giving him Hey, not talking. I was like, oh,
I mean,
because where I was from, I'm
I
very
have a,
tired. I was very
and
tired.
so let's also educate our female, our sisters and our daughters and partners, or I mean whoever they are to us, that when you meet a stranger like this Russian somebody, maybe now it's a learning curve for us. Except that there's been too many curves, because these things do occur. Not only in Ghana, maybe it may happen somewhere else, as you rightly said. Maybe or why BC. And it's happened today. It may even happen in 3 years, 5 years, 4 years time, because people of his type, they still abound. They still abound, and they will go on doing what they are doing. But as I said, so for those who did not get my initial comments, those that I made in tree, I have said to myself that if you ask me to profile that person, I would say that either he's lost his senses, or he has come to attack us as a people of African descent. I will raise that conversation to that level. Otherwise, what was the sense in doing what he did? That I'm coming here. People have been magnanimous. They have been open. They have dealt with you kindly. Is that the best thing you can do to them? Is that the best thing, Sammy? West Yame or Accra Mall, China Mall, we Bruni, may what every right not to talk to you.
Yeah, you have the right.
Me ne wo edi nkomo, we bisa me di me te hen. What's me mesra? I shouldn't do it, but me ankasa me fini permisse me be besra. Is that the best thing you can do to me?
I come, then you are
recording me. Now, what publish it? So, for example,
and I heard he's been posting it too on some platforms for monetization, for money.
Exactly. And also so a tiamra. Otiase. And also so tiamra. So it should tell you, and yesterday, let me know be the income and say, or you cheap pa. Because the young man to say Elon Musk, or my grok, our more Jessica also, or my Tesla. Now Bruni or Bruni will come opportunities be brebe or hoina. Ne musku be brebe or coina no. The obet me ya so be Africa no be recording madia or you cheap papa.
The guy himself is cheap.
Ne saso for no omo Man City omo shegos bisika. Ebi no my cars. So omo from no moye ladder.
Yeah. So
nka ni nyansa na owo no nka onfanye bibisa na ye mmo na baso na yenka say oh Russia ni bi onim nyansa pa na de obey de.
So those who didn't understand from scratch, to lawyer also added that if you are a commentator, a YouTuber, and you did you published some of the videos on your platform, to be safe, what you should do is to blur the faces, because the people can take you on.
Of course.
Because it's just like somebody stealing a car and coming to sell it to you.
Exactly.
You'll be in trouble.
Or even give it to you, or the person has stolen the car, they've parked it, you are also using the car. I mean, you are I'm not going to say as good, but you may be as guilty as the person. People don't understand these things, but there is logic in it. That is why I'm using this analogy. Somebody is going to steal something, and then the person has left it somewhere, and you are using it. In fact, when they will arrest you before you go and then explain that, oh, somebody was. And I'm saying that you are not excused by the fact that you are only republishing what somebody has published. No. In fact, they can even decide to arrest you and not to arrest the Russian.
And he picked one girl in the church. Sally is bringing our notice to that.
Pick somebody in church.
In the church, and the pastor was like, "Oh, that's my daughter. You want to marry her?" The guy was in the church, and after the girl followed the guy home.
And I pastor who saw your bronze. Pastor Nenia
I was
Kata.
shocked the pastor didn't see
No. Pastor Nenia Kata. Pastor Nenia Kata. And you see, Sammy, let me say this to you. Sometimes our quest to become whatever it is that we want to be. Now, you see, your risk. There are risks in life. There are risks in life. Will be if it's a pastor or honor will be about sorry. You don't know the person. Can we a Christian in crowd there? You should even ask the person, yes, do you church somewhere? Which church do you attend? Are you a Christian? Now, on the Russia now, about the Koran and and also for who say upon some numbers or
okay. I think we've done more than an hour. I've taken much of your time. I know you are a very busy person, so maybe you want to wrap up with some comments. Then
yes. So the comments are that it's against the law to secretly record somebody. It is against the law to even keep the recording.
On his phone.
Unlawful retention of data. It will also be an offense to circulate that data.
Okay.
It is equally an offense to publish that data or that information. It is also an offense to republish that data. So you, the person who has gotten, because first of all, the recording was unlawful, retention unlawful, publication or broadcasting unlawful. So whoever also takes those pieces of data and republishes them or retains them may also be contravening the law. And you may be as guilty as the one who recorded, retained, circulated. Okay. And for those people now, they have the right to seek a remedy, and their remedy is one. They might not benefit it publicly. No, they might not benefit it personally, but they won't be to me report it the police, including more republishing. Okay. And say I won't be sue whoever or publish it and now all circulating. Now we'll see you now Benya dear bay. We'll see you now for cancer. We'll be a recording on our recording secretly. And now what publish it and now dear no a good animuase a brenase. And the talk of the town is being exposed to public ridicule and hatred and contempt. And so they will be asking the court to order you, wherever you published it, go and pull it down. They may seek an apology for so doing. They will seek or they may seek compensation for the injury done to them. Sammy, the question is that for those who think, say, oh, no, are you prepared to go through that needless exercise? That somebody has gone to secretly record, unlawfully record, and you also want traction to your page. So you go and publish it, and you are prepared that you want to go through it. What will be your defense? I mean, if you go to court, what will be your defense? That I got it and I also republished it.
I think it will be out of ignorance. Some people don't know that.
Some of your people know. Some of the people who are republishing, they are educated. They are very much aware. The only thing is that they want to do it so that they will have more eyeballs. But you see, when you climb mangoes, when you climb a mango tree to harvest mangoes, and you want to make sure that when you are there, you want to enjoy the mango, yes, but it shouldn't be at the peril of your life. That's the advice I want to give. It's an analogy that I'm giving. You want eyeballs, yes, but it shouldn't be at the peril of your career. It shouldn't be at the peril of what you have built. I know some of you have built platforms. There are lots of people who are following. Should you, Sammy, we live in this country where people have sued media platforms and they have been paying so much. Some of these platforms, no, meaning so be corner or sue na yes, 300,000. Ebi a wo sika wo some of them say wo sika 1 million kan e 300,000 free mu. Sammy is kapao. O kai say emre bi minim say the missing Canada but baby be
Yeah.
Obik sue yen.
Yeah.
And yes, you go to 300,000.
Yeah.
And for me, it was needless. It was
Okay.
needless. And so maybe say I'm fire doing course or I'm fire doing and course. Say
All right.
you could be in trouble. You bet me I bet you.
Okay.
Finally, Samuel, let me say this. One of these days, Mamenka we I teach professional and ethical issues in IT.
Okay. Wow.
Now, some of the things we discuss, so we talk about cybersecurity, data protection, and all those things. Now, in this country, no, you feel cyberspace, no, and so the young everyone say, and ya wana bina and say, yes, so different we got na ya or can you near baby once my action.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how can you say it's an unregulated, the social media is unregulated? So who says so? Social media space is regulated by law. There are laws. Who knew? Now no yenti hada yesi yenua baby. Okofa osofu bi pictures akọ publish ya. Yede no call court. Now no ya expecting no ho ana.
Sure.
And I refi.
No, I remember.
Maybe I was say everybody na nkrofo who say sanity. Yenua ba ako bi. Em say your maame your sister yi. Now no ya no yede no court. Also appear biblical as case.
Yeah. Mami Agrada. Nana
Exactly.
Agrada, yeah.
It's out here and the lawyer no crampo no. Ebra idea se me wie no. O two for. Say that ye na ato me client no. Yem fa nya asua de na yen so say be ya yen koye bi. Because there you also no ni new pictures. And or fire na say or send it come out bi. Or publish it. Ya che no. Oh. So let's remind ourselves say car no the obeto. What the befa kwan so. But men could try red lighting. It's as simple as that. But you know, baby, how munim. Me said you musi di diatem, and said you musi eka. Asamanya no krakra no maka. Oka asam to be soon and no cranny pacrono, a good anymore say. Obet me as you. And a man you are doing that say, oh, dear, brute, where horn you bet me I can be anti me. It is also not true. It is also not true. What here, brute, you bet me as some Ghana. I'm someone for you.
Okay.
Me a lawyer, and I've been summoning and separate from my account. That's
You
not
summon
my
people too. Yeah.
I mean, can't summon no. Second, the assistant mine. I've been summoning people per the instructions of clients. Yes,
Okay.
summon profile. San will be so to me, summon will be Ghana. It's
Okay.
more behind your say, oh, may the queen of Sheba, my set your platform, which me the do be at because so be a nimble. No. Always obi ho was say ye be den na ye nya o ene nyame adom court aye mra yetimi esama wo Facebook wo Instagram yebetimi asama wo ho
Wow.
ye court akwaje order na ya esama wo ho ya sama ya ana wo number wo WhatsApp number kra yebetimi asama wo so wa ma na court na ebu so because some krata the rates of summons no ya try also say your 8 days within which I will be enter appearance wa be ya na be mu bi ya ma so wa anya ye be di asem na ja ti be bu agu so ti na ye bu agu so we ye Ghana ni na wote especially you anum Ghana for them wote ho wo be ba na e ka da wachi ene e bia ye wadwe say wo ma Ghana hada na ye dua mu aso so ye di asem no wi a ye be dua firi mu na ye ko hu say wo ajapade bi wo hada say court ka say obuka amawa na yakọ hwehwe mu a wajapade na yakọ atache na yaton na ebre na obre eri na wa bre agu kwa and I okay be our about to be about 50 more you know. I'm only advising say
Okay.
let's keep our social media platforms as vibrant as we want them to be. But in
Okay.
doing so, no, yen say yen di tro yen di
All right.
for yen kika asema enye no kre yen ko fan for nude pictures and publish it. You have no right to do that. It's the law frowns on that. It is
Okay.
reprehensible legally, and it has grave repercussions for you if you do so. Now, Sammy, then I ferry say, oh, Sammy, we refi. Friday, 12 year that Thursday and Friday. 12 year
Thursday.
beautiful. Now me were court. Yeah, the brand TV bar or yes, so I publish will be new pictures. Or back court. Adenta circuit court. Yeah, my uncle for no 4th March, or uncle court.
Okay.
Court to start case no. Into
What
the young
month?
yes, sir. Many girl be or and ya may mass of American may can't hypothetical. Obi ne when a girl be or girl no so jai me when the nude pictures in Tino say once son adwene me publish the pictures publish the next time we call so now we are seeing no the bra be boy and say be publish or baby pictures no kwa dance why are they papa obo be wa so let's have it. And I feel I was a bloggers I was some workshop now
Yeah.
you be a hopeful.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
so.
most of the blood.
Especially now, I've realized a lot of bloggers have gotten interested in court matters, and it's good
Yes.
for us. It's good for us
Yes.
because be a kwanya ma yatin samase.
The education.
Yes, the education, no, but I think some of them also need some form of education.
Sure.
Not yen chair almost the bear or more yen kwadi or more camera all of them because of
Yeah.
ubi asama or kenti.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's keep it vibrant. I like it when I see it. So more, yeah. Some of us you started see a court commentary,
Yeah.
and it was good. You in Tibeka can I you hobby. And I'm surprised so got Jameson and Coco to Coco by a min. Friend me say business casivia, but I'm a transaction and remember. And it is good, sir, or more yes, I know. A bit creating an awareness. Yeah, say a bit to me at some of
Okay.
these people, no man call journalism school be
Yeah.
ethics,
Yeah.
journalism, our ethics,
Mm.
broadcast, our ethics. And as I told you, I teach ethics in the IT space. And some of these things I can't once it deals with social media, the use of artificial intelligence, and all those things. Now, no one there, Donald Trump, meaning so what here? Wama AI tool be no generate image. Obama nene yere omo ti no de asisi chimpanzees. Come on. I mean, look, your mama cancer. No. You know what are you communicating? Into no way a president of a nation. Well, who said the AI it me generate reports, it me short thesis, it me the generate a nine plan cry, it me the something as cheap as say what day. And you'll be crowd in a contest for election. Will be on a when the president down what your baby. No one for more chimpanzees. Oh, come on, what I said.
I
And
see.
American near what there be or Ohio or baby, yes, I did.
Hmm.
That's what penny went to say. Oh, no. And yeah, it's not a madam was I said, it's not. It is we need to have a conversation
Okay.
because that cyberspace now about the kind
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
you see there or ho, you didn't come or the year Juma, and then nunti and who here and there and nipper be brave or a canon just a compare radio station in our year Juma, and then we here wow to be set up with
Yeah.
TV. And then
Yeah.
social media and a dictate my traditional media.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Social media is dictating for traditional media.
Yeah.
And then, oh, Sabreno, GBC, ana me more private station bidding. GBC the AI the intimate me aka. Oh, try am aka news no 12 o'clock. Sammy K I can 7 that. If I was the public or sorry I pray no better na program. No one can say was for about 2 hours ago when they say development a year ban. Got into. Me say to be honest with you, mention news to be more.
Oh, really?
Me kwatena living room say me kwhwe news. No me jai because me so na asem na ya kan nyina dada. Because me call Sammy K ho na me call yenu yamba na o GH24 anasa wan.
Yeah, Gossip 24.
Gossip 24. Na ma call Ernest, ba could be the Ernest na I think so.
Yeah.
Na ma call ne ho. Na ma call hwan kra bi. And then also mestre say people of your type no. I was say yenya man so mu amobeye na emu ye bi. E man no bebre omo didi atem.
Imano, I think
Omo nya emu ye bi. Let's look at somebody like Jessica. Look at the kind of work Jessica is doing.
Yeah.
She's doing fabulously well.
Yeah.
You know, what Fabi bisa no oka. I expect say yebenya yenu anmo ma no bi mo te say a mo be yo program be say de mo yenu.
Okay.
And one de no mo de TikTok no mo didi atem. How many? How many no mo kan say ma kese.
So you know that sometimes when I want to,
let me say, full of emotions, devoid of intelligence. Unfortunately, Sammy. Na bi mo dia ye ma nkomo na mu deeper ne ma betimi aboa e ma akọ manim and then yen use platform ye betimi dia kan sem bebre kwan ye be fa so a ye be ye adwuma na ye nya sika menura say me da ho amete say ye sikru bi so atemu nkofo adua aburu saa omunya nkofo mo ndo kaba this time we ye nya obi ono so asset platform bi say ye do aburu ne ye nya obi ndo akwan be na ye de be fa so na ye di da nkofo no. Because some you bet me the drinks and yes, I de bonu.
That's true.
Bet me the drink. You bet me the nkoko aduane. You bet me the bibi anya sika free mu. Ba ye yem pesa nkomo no. Komo ye say me obi akwaje obi bibi na wa bonu bia na oh no.
And trust me, this issue you are talking about, if it was a gossip like Obi and we're discussing now, we'll have like 1,000 people watching.
Oh my goodness, that's something. You know, when I was doing media, no, sometimes so quiet, we share issues now, bana. The Indians are 7 no per no. Be a job better. Your more penny says so be a call, you'll be your banner, Berman, someone. Oh, you need to say, oh, so this is Ghana. I said, nearby, you need to honor yet. More of entertainment.
Yeah.
All work and no play. Yes, all work and no play, but more work. No, more play. No work.
Okay, lawyer. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for lawyer. He has done so well. Anytime I call him, he tries to make time for us because today we've learned a lot, and I think we'll do this another time again. There are so many issues that we need to tackle.
And let me also say this. Now, me who say will be a program will be now. We could chat part be. Maybe to other people, and now more chat. So you don't get the context.
Lawyer, Pacho, I know I share tablet in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We share tablet.
Okay.
So I'm saying that once then the people will check a crabby on context. No, most of my workers say, "Obi and me near Lumba a year." No, that's not what I said. For pet and the word right.
Right. Yeah. And I hear
Obi all right. No, or no bet me a license to go and do it. Other than that, no, untimi nkoye. Lumba nam funtimi nsore nka say mo koye na yi. Ana say bi Lumba yere. Entimi nsore nka say omo koye ni kuna yi. Remember say our yempo na yesi till death do us part. Kunya wu wie pa onipa kro no, you are a widow of that person, you are not a wife. In fact, you better describe in law so we a surviving spouse.
Okay.
But pakonoko nti no one kasa ukra untimi nsore nkoye na yi. Obi wu and the body no, it belongs to the family. And that's an enough when Timin got Nasa say, it be a more kai or Madame Funo. And that's an erin Timin got Tempe being Casa Usunikunu. But don't mean ye. There's a wild of difference between Asami and Makai. Because so we bet me a got Nasa say Usuna Damfo. Constitution no and freedom of expression. And mourning is a form of expression.
Okay.
To make kinds will be said, will be a wintimos. The moment to me found called cancer what they call ye. Now says Obeka, a brand credit my mean for the crazy.
Yeah. Ajima Rollins.
Okay, I say, Rebecca Cotton, feel I will soon one catch it on very soon.
Nobody has sent you.
You're right. We don't have that right. Or more year, and no more year will be smile. In fact, a year crown, you heard my main cancer mention and say, make us a client to be a new way. And now almost say a year no crown, I hear Columbo, Sammy, strictly by invitation. Into your coil, room beside say a card away. Yam fra wa untimi ma ho. Obi na ye na ayi. And almost say a year now more and more be a mesu ase. And you probably to me go soon fie. But I had it. Here na
The bed disturbance via nipa no wo for na.
Yes, a celebration of life. Yes, celebrating background. Now some of it be so ase.
Na mate say Quarterman Junction on ama family no right so mo to me man junction on the funeral second funeral na papa shi mo person mo ye no.
But I'm saying that you see, I'm saying so first of all, well bet me yet a very simple.
Okay.
Abusua pet and our home kwan say ye. For example, yemfa say o man ubi asum o man na wawu. Na yes be state barrier na bibisa. Eno no na malia na state no na abusua no e na ekabom. For example, abusua no betimi aka say well, mo pese mo ye bibi di kai na mo betimi aye. Nti na ebe mo be state barrier, but ye na be ma mo kwan. And I say there be barrier na ye pese ya nka say ya ade. Funda na ye pese ya nka say ya ade. But mo betimi atena as a state say obi a obi mo kai nipa na wa free mu. Na mo say a year as in a year na ye na ye kofa body beto ho na ye soon ye can tribute to us here ye ye jensan na ade na sa ceremony na ye fa a year no die nipa no owu a osan ko na busua ho. What belongs to the family. My Ghana mu asem na ye kan. Se group for na so bi wuna say ye ne made a e group wa asem mi say ko mu mfiri ho. Ababi ye custom no ene ye mra no sanet ye echichire ye. Ena ebanfo nti ase say ye ka emra custom so e camera. Okay, Article 11 of the 1992 Constitution, Chapter 4 na wachire Ghana mra. Part of ye mra no ye customs. Mamre ene ya manie e ka ye mra. Nti ebi ye ayie ene se de obi wu aye sikura no e ka ye mra.
Okay.
Ene nipa kura wo ho kwan se o ye ayie. No ntimi nsore nka se yadamfo ewu na ye koye na ayie. Ubetimi aka se yadamfo ewu na ye kwa akotena ba bi na yakodwitwa bi. Ana yakokai no. Ne hom ye hu koye na ayie de right no.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
making sense as you.
I understand.
Nti no se wo sore na wo kwa akoye a abusua no pa ombeka se oh there be say na musi do no de mu betimi akoye.
Okay.
Lumba onye Jesus Christ the Easter will be at me na yi oni krom. And Jesus Christ yenim na busua bia. Ne papa da sango ye nyina so ye papa ne yango. Ya bra no. Ne mum ha krom ha de na o man ya yetimi de obi wu a.
Sisi ano sesi na mekan o se wontie but ye nim se sisi ase ni amahyehyɛ no no then match there no me yenim se ebe ba so because but always there me nyɛ sure se obusuan be ma kwan sɛ ɔmo nkɔyɛ sɛnea nneɛma ɛkɔ no.
Saa asɛm yi kura me matu me ho fo sɛ menka bi.
Sɛ wobɔ ɔda de Lumba nti na mede hyɛ mu.
Menka bi because nipa ne bi ma ɔmo ayɛ mo adwene sɛ biribi a ɔmo bɛka bi a mo nte ase.
Ɔmo deɛ team legal wife ne eyi side chick na ɔmo dwe o. Nti once a wokama akosua na ɛsɛ wotan eyi ɔdɔ buroni.
Baako no na ɛkɔfa ha nso a ɛwɔ sɛ wotan. But me I speak for the law.
Law, yeah. That's what they don't understand.
The law comes so no na ɛyɛ adwuma.
Yeah.
I menim sɛ saa asɛm yi ma ka kyerɛ wo pɛn a. I think sɛ ɛbɛrɛ ne Lumba nsɛm baeɛ na ɛkɔ court no. I spoke to people close to the family na minim ɔmo no sɛ asɛm wo ɛnyɛ court asɛm. And ɔmo ntena ase as abusua.
Ɔmo sorry.
Na mo de kɔ court deɛ a deɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo hunu mo bɛhu. Na deɛ mo pɛ no na pɛte.
Ɛno ano mu hunu.
Deɛ mo pɛ no ɛno ano mo te. Because the law is the law. The law is the law. Nti no me kura de abusua asɛm paa deɛ ya na mpɛ bebree no me pɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ anka yɛn ankasa yɛn resolve. Minim abusua bi ɔmo de ɔmo asɛm akɔ court saa ɛfa baabi a yɛbɛsie wo bi yɛbɛpene yɛmpene a ɔsɛ yɛsie no kurom ase yɛdi asɛm bɛyɛ 4 years ne nipa kora ɔda so separate fa so ɔbɛyɛ paa ɛna anka yɛn ankasa yɛtena ase ɛna yɛgo yɛn ho na yɛkaeɛ a because deɛ ɔsɛ ɔmpene na ɔde kɔ court no ɔkɔ na sɛ odi fa a deɛ ɔmpɛ no ɛno na ɔbɛhu deɛ ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔte no ɛno ɔbɛte. Nti sometimes me deɛ abusua asɛm paa deɛ yɛ anam time pɛ sɛ yɛka no court because ɛtete abusua mu ɛsɛe abusua ntam. But in my practice as a lawyer, I have always said many abusua semba pa me you know what? Ebe ya entrance na yen see betimi a resolve there. Na to da mo resolve mo timi resolve no better than the court no beka. Because judge na the otise King Solomon no fa se so okay mo pa mo mra mo fa kwara mra ni yetwam.
Ebetwam.
You split the babies into two. And about akonti asem na se no se da bi. Me mpere me yentwa akoda no mu. Nti wule so se ne dia wo fa no ma no. Na sa akoda no onyini mpo a yina ebetimi asoma no. Sa de drum bi a resolve asem. Enkyere se wo yes a unnim law. So lawyer too for sa. Me practitioner. Me court pa Sammy, you know it.
Yeah.
Court wo mete ho. Me nso court ko. But it do be na asem bi otimi hwe ne se so asem ye ka se ye di ebekwa ha se ndi ebe ya pa me ndi ye ngja no sa na Bible kra se wokọ akọkọ nkọkọ na hu se nipa ko na ne kokọ na ho de mbro so a eno an se nipa ko no kwa so jack me so let's make peace. Anu bi se Bible kra so sense se yi police ni chi wo kwan mu a ana sa ban kra chi wo kwan mu a o se ne nka no boko anya sa odo be ko judge ho oni bi se Bible
Bible info.
oh sir opa mama just 15 seconds and so
wow.
I will read to you.
Wow. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I did this with lawyer and we'll be wrapping up soon. He's getting the quotation for us. He said there is a quotation that states that when you are being caught by a police, try and settle it amicably.
You know, well, I said I can't police, but
okay.
In a way, be an idea or the bay.
Okay. So if you are being caught, which quotation?
Okay, I don't know. They just give me
a. He said if you are being caught, try and settle it amicably, or else the police or whoever has caught you will take you to the judge, and it's in the Bible. And I said I haven't heard.
No. You read messages na menka because I was a bit kind. Yes, I'm better saying no correct.
Okay, so shout outs to Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic, the best homeopathy clinic in Ghana. They take care of stroke, prostate cancer. They do free health screening. So when you go, they scan you, whatever is wrong with you, they deal with you and then they have branches across the country: Accra, Spintex, Tichiman, wherever, Kumasi. So when you go, just tell them Dr. Eduartin said you should come. And if
All right.
you see
Okay.
Dr. Eduartin, tell them
Mhm.
some
Okay.
cases should come.
So you see, so until I can say one can say
Police.
police.
Okay.
But they put the full quotation, you know. Matthew 5:25.
Matthew 5. Matthew 5,
25.
25.
Or say, settle matters quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Settle matters quickly
Mm-hmm.
with your adversary
Mm-hmm.
who is taking you to court. Do it while you are still together on the way,
Wow.
or your adversary may hand you over to the judge,
That.
and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison.
Prison. And police is one a starting free police. So I agree with you.
Makayo,
So Pacho say Matthew then.
Matthew 5:25.
Matthew 5. Interesting. I'll keep it and be using it.
When you are on the way to court with your New Living Translation, when you are on the way to court with your adversary, settle your differences quickly. Otherwise, your accuser, your accuser, when I accuse Nipa,
Except police.
your accuser may hand you over to the judge. When I judge, who will hand you over to an officer, prison officer, and you will be thrown into prison. Matthew 5:23. But the more serious note, the can I say, me, I always advise my clients, walk across red light, police are choke, and no condokwa. As a pacho, maybe I may break na feeling. May I encourage you, say, could you come up police? I haven't said so. Kobabo kura and cancer about settle your differences. When I first settle the pacho, maybe a man card and you don't go and fight the police because the police too are human beings. There are times that we go police station and say meet me back. Or meet me say, you know what, mummy and monko and monko settle. There might be a criminal something they will but or say maybe a monko and monko settle. Of course, there are matters cry and settle. Under the law, no, you will be a why and settle, be a why and settle. So I'm saying the kind of settlement that just could yes come. But Bible as a example says sometimes I say be a why you in German could do court answer. Someone trans in America. Yes, I would be quarter. Blogger for you, Umbebo. Umba be asama ye can cook me, Umbe can of one tell you. Because also, you
Okay, lawyer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I think we'll do this another time with another topic. So thank you. This is lawyer Chinibo Akuria. So lawyer, right now you are not a media personality.
What's up, Beno? Because media man,
Okay. I mean, I asked because everybody knew you from UTV and they are not seeing you. By now, I know you have a new show.
I left UTV in 2021.
Okay.
But I didn't announce it. I didn't publicize it.
You just left.
I just left. Me decision.
Okay.
But Lamen can't say being show. Me call baby koshia lady B. No, or catch who say, and you know now you're more UTV. Or say the way you know, unim say one fa for want of a better expression, one for bua my end. Oh my actual sa me any ajo who we that could no sorry for TV. So Branabe apologized to us. And I agreed with her, but I decided that I will not announce it.
Why?
For me, there was no need.
Oh, lawyer. But right now, you even said you agree with her, so it means
no, I agreed with her, but then I felt to say, I'm not the type okay, no baby, na bibi intimate fi ho na me chire mu chire nkrofo na no.
No, yeah, me say na salary I came man I say.
No. Salary be nya fa ko ni
oh, but no. Despite for the all the salary in them came and then Example. Answer no be a culture say lawyer say unanimous.
You know, I'm saying that I at the time Nana me feel, you know, I had done 17 years at Despite Company,
Hey, wow.
and I had done over 20 years in media, and I
Wow.
felt that I had grown beyond SARS. You know, me calling them say, oh, me free honor BBC so and so and so. So no, I felt there was no need.
Okay.
Again, Sammy and Minia Kumano, let me say this to you. Yeah, you know, I was saying do baby. We should be relevant in other areas of life,
Yeah.
such that media nkwana me free na mawu na ya me program into mawu na ya pamenti mawu. No. You see, every human being, you should know who you are and then the value that you carry. And then you'll be to me. So I met you. Now be a teacher.
Wow.
Yes, I'm from a university. You teaching na me sign by media. Nti obi a my media my teacher pay. Minim se ba ko bi dia me ka pay a blogger for no be fa na omo na headline. Enyima bebre my was asisi so a matwa photo krada.
Hey.
Minim se eno be we kura mi free mu ya do nti ma do pay.
Wow.
It didn't mean to me. Answer me be a lawyer. Be a
Wow.
lawyer. There are many other things that my monsieur and they be brave. Men come out of say me the your pride or something, but monsieur and your name be brave. School no makobi. Me ye masters, me ye short courses, me ye way me and my year name be brave. And so my belief is that I know the year may come because the person the year foot to my yakanina. So that ufi baby and then say that shouldn't be the end of your life. You should
Okay.
be able to explore. Yes, so that's that. Inti me need media and
Okay.
since me that's me person me come out be at be but me feel what I decided say there was no need joining in the media whatever. I'm cool, so I'm cool, you know it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm enjoying life.
Yeah.
Me whole time, and yes, it but I'm saying that I'm happy with what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I'm relaxed. Me and Napas, you also know it.
Yeah.
Busy schedule and so much. I have so much to do. So much.
Okay, let's clap for lawyer. Lawyer, thank you. Thank you once again.
You're welcome, Sammy.
And I'm sure we'll do this another time.
Yeah.
We are going, but people still keep coming, but we have no
Uh,
choice than to go. we are almost doing.
almost next time, I'm running.
So next time, please join early when you see that we are live, because we
Yeah.
always try to bring you exclusive and then educate you on matters that are very critical and important. So we touched on this Russia guy and how is it a crime, and if you are a victim, what you should do and all that. So lawyer, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. So I think you can press the X sign and then you leave us. Then I just wrap up.
All right.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I did this with lawyer. I think in the evening I'll come your way with the lady who interprets or tells you your destiny with your date of birth. Yes, I promised my subscribers that I'll be doing this twice a week. I was supposed to do it yesterday evening, but I wasn't around to do it. I was quite busy, and I need to make it up to you guys because you subscribe because you love me, and I love you too. So if I promise you, like how it's Valentine, I need to give you a love gift. So that is my love gift for you guys. So tonight, I may come live with her, and then you guys will drop, especially those who couldn't drop their or I couldn't mention, because there were lots of people who were watching and they were dropping their date of birth for interpretation and how to or what to know to be successful in life. So thank you for watching. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. My name remains Samokuma Sameke. Shout outs to Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. And then shout outs to Migrant app, the only app if you're in US, use it too. buy your groceries, food, groceries, continental groceries, and provisions and all that. Just use the app www.migrants.com, or you download the app itself. Then you use the go online code to get discount. My name is Samakuma. You see me in Tahala to Bar Sammy K Media. I go respond. Go online. I'm out.